All right. Welcome to the second episode of JTJ Talk Movies, but it's not JTJ for the second episode, as John could. It's the second episode.
JTT?
Yeah, oh, not to be confused with Jonathan Taylor Thomas, but
for all you Home Improvement fans listening.
Hey, I'm a Home Improvement fan.
I like
really silence. That's what I get.
I really liked what's that? I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Oh, the one with when he's a bit older, but he's still the same size.
Yeah, you know the Easter movie.
The what?
You know, the movie where
I'll be home. You know the Easter movie. I'll be home for Christmas.
You know the one where he's
you're
trying
mixing, you're matching.
You know how he's trying to get home for Christmas at Easter?
No, I remember the movie.
Wow, that was just doomed to fail.
I remember the movie. And he's trying to get back home, but that.
I really hope he makes it.
The only Jonathan Taylor Thomas movie I even know of is Man of the House.
Which is real bad.
What about The Lion King?
He was the voice of
Simba.
I am not calling The Lion King a Jonathan Taylor Thomas movie. Well, he was in it, but I'm not calling that his movie.
Old Simba was with Matthew Broderick, though, so that's got to count for something.
What?
Matthew Broderick was old Simba.
Was he?
Yeah, man.
I had no idea.
I'm almost 100% positive on that.
Wait. Who's Matthew Broderick?
Dude, Ferris Bueller.
Oh, shit.
I
wasn't sure if I could swear for a second.
Hello? Let's talk about the classics. Inspector Gadget 1. Inspector Gadget 2.
No, Inspector Gadget 2 was French Stewart.
Fucking hell. Are you kidding?
That's 100% fact.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, you were doing introductions.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said French and I stopped listening. What
yeah,
were you talking about?
It suddenly got all ribbity.
Take it easy, Don Cherry.
Those European pussies with their face masks.
That'll be for our hockey podcast.
That's really what he said.
I know. I heard him.
I didn't make that up.
He actually said.
Well, yeah, not verbatim, but he called Europeans pussies for wearing face masks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a bit of a controversy. You didn't hear about that?
I did not.
Okay. You don't watch hockey, do you?
Not enough to know what Don Cherry's saying super offensively.
That's why you got to watch every hockey night in Canada.
I know he's rapidly losing his mind.
And it's wonderful to watch. I enjoy every minute of Coach's Corner. It's fantastic.
I hated him at first, but the more he loses his mind, the better it gets.
Yeah.
Seems like ever since his wife died, he kind of just let go.
Why wouldn't you?
He's got there's no checks and balance anymore. He might as well.
There's no mediating presence now.
No. Just that dog of his, just Blue.
No, that dog's gone, man.
Oh, so he's got nothing left
he
going
literally
for
has
him.
It's just Ron McClane.
What happens when Ron McClane somehow dies in a car accident or something like that?
Before Don Cherry?
I'm pretty sure Don Cherry is going to live forever.
That would be the cruelest joke on the world.
Okay, let's start this thing. John couldn't be here tonight because he had to work. So we replaced him with Tinley for the evening.
Hello.
And this podcast is going to be about the new Ninja Turtles movie, the Michael Bay produced 2014 movie that we literally just saw about an hour ago.
Got to talk about it while it's fresh.
Yeah.
In the old memory banks.
There's going to be a lot of spoilers. And this is Tinley. We replace him with Tinley. Tinley's a good friend of ours.
I am.
Not as good as John, but he'll do.
Wow.
In a pinch is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't doing anything.
Who wasn't doing anything?
Tinley.
What do you mean?
That's why he's here.
Oh, yeah, he has no life. That's right.
Except for that kid and that wife.
Oh, yeah, a kid and a wife. That's no life to live.
Wow.
That's the soap opera of Tinley.
No, I say single, fuck as many chicks as possible. That's Terry's advice to all of you out there. Be you 13 or 31. Or, more than that.
All right.
And that got real quick.
Oh, my gosh. All right, let's talk about this movie.
Okay.
Being such huge fans of this franchise growing up and seeing it over the years change in so many ways, mostly horrible. I don't know. I was walking in thinking it can't be worse than that third movie. It couldn't be worse. And
wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
No. You know, I won't say it's worse than the third movie.
No. I won't say it's worse than the third movie, but...
So, you'd rather watch the new one than the third one, is what you're telling me.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. If those were my two choices...
That's a bold statement to make.
Is it really?
It is, really.
It's... Okay.
Oh, you know
Let's talk about the beginning.
When you put it that way, it actually was kind of hard to choose.
No way, man. Let's talk about the
Okay.
Let's talk about the beginning of this movie.
Okay.
All right? It started off pretty cool with the comic book
Okay, no.
cartoon.
Actually,
I kind of like that.
I
Yeah.
think they only went halfway with that comic book theme. It had like it sort of was comic booky, but not at the same time. Like if you're gonna do a
I
comic book
understand what you're-
opening, make it a comic book opening. Don't do this weird halfsy between CGI and comic book opening.
I see what you're saying. But I thought the idea of it was cool to start with that. I agree with the CGI stuff that they kind of cut in. It didn't. I don't know. It didn't sit right.
It just came off as weird. It was
Yeah.
a bit weird. I don't know. What do you think of that opening, Tinley?
Well, it was neat. I thought it was okay.
It was neat.
Well, like I don't know if you guys
Should I make my
were-
language PG right now?
Yeah, this
'Cause
one's for the
people start
kids.
throwing around,
It was
or throwing
nifty.
around
It
words
was
like
it was
neat.
It was keen.
Nifty.
No, like I don't know if you guys ever used to read the comic books at all. Like Jen,
Yeah.
you've read like the original.
Yeah.
Terry, I don't know if you have or
No,
not.
to be honest, all of my Ninja Turtle like fandom comes out of the first Ninja Turtles movie and the Ninja Turtles cartoon.
Okay,
That's everything.
Okay,
I know.
well, the first Ninja Turtles movie was based on the first few issues of the comics, just all mashed into one. But we're not talking about that. But it was, I don't know. It's hard. The comic book aspect was nice but that was the only like tip of the hat towards the comic book, really, other than making that first like what 3-4 minutes comic booky.
Yeah. But let's talk about what happens after that.
Okay.
The CGI does. I agree. I'm thinking more about it. The CGI interrupts it so much. If they would just stuck to the comic book form. But anyways, that's like what? How many minutes is that? Like 2.5, 3 minutes of that comic book intro.
Yeah, it's probably only like 2 minutes.
It's explaining like a bit of the backstory.
Yeah.
And then we don't see a Ninja Turtle for the next like what? 15 minutes, 20 minutes
at least. Yeah, at least.
Is that a complaint?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
Yeah, but
movie.
you know what? I don't think that is a complaint, really. Look at the opening of the first movie, which is amazing. It doesn't show them right away. It doesn't show them for like 15 minutes into the movie.
No, it's quicker than 15
it's a lot.
minutes.
It's a lot quicker than
It
that,
still
isn't it?
makes
It shows
it stretches
intro of
it
New
out.
York, April O'Neil, mugging, sigh, turtle face in the sewer, and then they all
Those are the chain of events.
No.
then they all jump out of the shadows.
They stretch it out for as long as possible.
I don't know, but
the
I
guy
wasn't-
even talks about how they did it purposefully. They did not want to just go bam Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
What
but this
about
one
that?
seemed. I don't. Maybe it was the same link, but this one seemed. To
and I feel like they were trying to do
drag.
the same thing.
But it dragged. Maybe it was the same amount of time, but the other one.
We should probably look that up later.
We'll look it up. Whatever. We'll test her out. But even if it was the same amount of time, this new one, it just felt like it took forever to get to a scene where the Ninja Turtles are fighting.
It may have felt like less to me because I didn't want to see them, because I have seen them in the trailer and I know what I'm about to see, and they're even uglier close up and like with me having time to study them than I thought they were in the trailer.
They have lips, and
It's
that's
weird. It's still,
It's not normal.
I've come to terms with that's what these new ones are gonna look like, so I have to deal with it. But
I pretty much have too, but I'm still not going to abstain from saying I hate it. I absolutely hate the way they look.
I don't hate it. I
hate
just
it.
I can.
I hate it.
All right. I would much prefer that they were puppets.
Yeah, I
And
don't
what
like
about
the
Splinter too? What do you
Oh,
think of how
man.
he looked?
It was too fake. It was.
He looked even more fake than the Ninja Turtles.
He really did. It was so hard to watch Splinter's scenes. He was just very,
Really?
yeah, man. He was like so CGI'd. Like,
well, yeah,
like-
he's that. Well, yeah.
no, I'm sorry.
I'm trying hard to defend him because
Yeah, defend it. Go ahead.
He looked. I don't know. I thought he looked kind of cool. I thought he looked at least more like a rat than the Ninja Turtles looked like turtles.
He looked more
looked like-
cartoony.
He looked like a sewer rat. like just all
Are
gnarly
you talking
looking.
about the way he looks, or the how the CGI looked?
Okay, well, if we're talking CGI, he looks like shit. But if you're talking
That's
the way he,
all I'm talking about.
Okay, then he looks
cool.
like.
If you want to give Splinter one of those, what do you call it? He's got the bun.
That's a top knot, son.
Top knot. He's got a top knot. He's got the Fu Manchu. Awesome, cool, but. Man,
Okay, but
if you're gonna CGI him, do it in a way that's somewhat believable. I was just every scene I saw, I'm just like, she's in this scene. She's talking. Megan Fox is talking to a stick with like a ball.
Yeah, she
on
doesn't
the
help.
end.
She doesn't help anything by being a poor actress.
She doesn't.
Like, I saw these 4 vigilantes, and they were jumping, and they're ninjas, and I knew them. They were my pets. They were my childhood pets.
Oh,
I'm Megan
man.
Fox. Look at my yellow coat. I'm April O'Neil. I'm a hard-hitting journalist.
Yeah, that was another thing I didn't like. The fact that they were her pets.
She did a poor job acting, but but she also had the worst dialogue written for her. Like, as a character, she...
You know why they gave her such shitty dialogue? Because she's Megan Fox and she can't put that many words together that well. It and turtles ninja. That's all she pretty much can say.
I didn't have any intention of walking away from this and ripping on Megan Fox because I thought I knew what to expect. But
no, man, she just takes it
that
to
was actually bad.
A new
that was
level
really bad.
Of crap.
Well, and the chemistry, or like, there's no chemistry between her, like on screen, like between her and Will Arnett.
Yeah, it was weird that whenever they talked and he'd like flirt with her, she would just say nothing.
Yeah,
and it was the same thing with Mikey. He would flirt with her, and she never said anything in response to it. She never like acknowledged it with anything other than a like stupid smile.
It was bad.
I think that was her way of acknowledging.
There should be some kind of back and forth or something. Like,
yeah, I just
it's
didn't
boring to
I didn't
just watch
believe
someone hit on her and her say nothing. It was just like, okay.
I didn't believe that the two of them worked together. Like, you got to have like a little more something there. It wasn't good.
Yeah, they didn't have any chemistry. That's true.
Yeah,
their dialogue together was shit, and they had no chemistry.
Yeah. Well, something I'll say that's something I'll say that's good, or that I enjoyed, were some of the fight sequences, the fight scenes. It was cool to see the turtles use their weapons again, because they really haven't used them since the first movie.
True.
I don't know. Just some of it was all right.
A complaint I have about the fight scenes, though, again, is a lot of them move too fast for you to see what's happening.
Yeah, that's because it's Michael Bay.
Or like the action scenes. Yeah, it's just things happen so quickly.
You gotta be on
the fights. I know.
Oh, let's not forget the Matrix moment with Splinter.
I didn't mind. I
hated that shit when Shredder called back his like claw things. And then Splinter jumped at him, but like threw the claws flying back at him. Yeah. I was like, "Wow, that's Matrix right there."
Yeah, and let's talk about how Shredder is basically just a transformer.
No, hold off on that, because I know Tinley wanted to say something and I cut him
Sorry.
off.
Yeah,
my apologies.
What was I gonna say now?
Oh shit!
No. About the fights. Yeah, they seemed a little, and I know it's supposed to seem one-sided because they're Ninja Turtles and they're supposed to be all badass. But they weren't fighting any ninjas. They were fighting like mercenaries, essentially, with guns.
Yeah.
And they're like 7 feet tall. In swipe of an arm. 6 of them go flying. There wasn't really much of a fight.
No, and really, that brings me to one of my main complaints about the movie, which I saw from the trailer, was that they've made them superheroes, not just like
I like my
giant turtles who know ninjutsu.
Just smaller than humans by a foot, but they're all squirrely and like.
They're still strong, like for humanoid shapes.
Just regular human strong. Not I'm gonna pick up one of these giant crates and. Throw it at people and
they were picking
smash a Humvee.
They were picking up those truck containers,
shipping crates on a dock. I'm sure everyone who's listening to this has seen in movies before giant shipping crates that are on docks that put on ships. One turtle can pick those up and throw them.
Or when they were lifting the whole tower that was coming down.
Oh right, they're basically all
let's
four.
Lift this.
They're basically Hercules. Each one has the strength of Hercules. That's the way I saw it.
Yeah.
Especially when they threw a shipping container. Come on.
So, I mean, like, the 4 of them, like, at that
I don't even know what was in it, but it doesn't
Especially
matter.
When
it could have been a shipping container. It could have been an empty shipping container.
Yeah.
And I bet you there was something in it.
like the fight, like, and again, jumping ahead, I guess, to the end, like the last fight with Shredder, even like, yeah, just they were getting hosed by Shredder the whole time. I know Shredder is like supposed to be a better fighter than, but again, with superpowers, they should be able, the four of them should be able to take out a dude in a mech suit with blades.
There's one problem though, that you're fighting a dude in a mech suit. When did Shredder become that?
That's what I'm saying. A transformer. If you listened, it was the exact same sounds from Transformers. Yes. And I swear it was
Copy and
Megatron's
paste.
voice, the guy that did Shredder. And you didn't really see Shredder's
Hugo
face.
Weaving?
Yeah, it sounded like
Yeah,
Hugo
you
Weaving.
see Shredder's face like greatly shadowed,
And it's all disfigured, and you're like, oh, when are we gonna see his mangled face? And you guess what? You never see his fucked up face.
Yeah, I was looking for the scar actually.
He had one.
He had a bunch in the shadows.
I know. But I was just thinking of the first movie again, where like
His face.
he was supposed. Splinter was supposed. I apologize for that. I don't know what they're doing.
That's
I think they're drunk.
From the second one.
yeah. His face.
Yeah.
Okay.
I challenge.
I liked the story.
Shredder.
I liked the story of Splinter giving him a scar when he was like still a rat.
Yeah, and then getting his ear cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no connection.
They made up another story.
Yeah.
And the fact that he just finds a book and learns ninjutsu.
Actually, no. You. Oh, let's talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
Because that is definitely something I want to bring up. But you said you've read the comics.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the backstory? Like, if you could sum it up quickly.
Well, the first
In the comics, since that's the first original thing,
I think
right?
more or less like it's been a while since I've read like because they've revamped it and stuff. So the one that I have now, like the newer ones, it's all science but reincarnation. So like the Turtles and Splinter were humans in feudal Japan, and Shredder like kills them, like, and it's brutal, like decapitates the kids, and then decapitates
who?
Splinter and the four boys.
But
He
they're
decapitates
but
them.
they're
Decapitates
humans.
them, yeah.
And then what happens?
And then like Shredder prays to Buddha, and then like he wakes up as a rat and sees like the four turtles, and that's them. So they're reincarnated as that. So it's science and like weird Japanese like Shinto Buddhist stuff.
Yeah, okay, this is just that. Okay.
It makes more sense. It's cool if you read it.
I don't think it'll ever make sense.
I'm not saying.
I mean,
it right,
Eastman and Laird
I
treated it as a joke from the beginning.
yeah,
I'm
'cause they
getting
thought
what
that's
you're
all
saying.
It would
yeah.
be.
But I mean, the first movie is essentially like they crawl in the ooze. Splinter was a pet and used to watch his master fight.
Yeah.
Hamato Yoshi.
Yeah. So, that
We've discussed this in the previous podcast. You weren't here.
No,
but I'm still shouting at you.
Okay.
I wasn't here for it.
Yeah, we don't have
I
to
don't
go
know
over
what
what
to
the
tell
first
you.
movie
I'm
said
just trying.
again,
I'm
but
just trying to keep up.
I just wanted your comic book version.
But that's essentially it. Yeah. But like the newer comics now. Yeah,
we don't care about the newer
all right,
comics.
fair enough.
to
It's
be
a good.
fair.
It's a good read though if you're a fan of comic books.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
good.
not. So shut the fuck up.
Yeah. But what did you guys think of that storyline though of the origins? What it was is this Michael Fichtner. How do you do you say his name?
Who
Fichtner? Fichtner, I think it is.
Oh, the guy that's a bad guy in every single movie he's in. What is he? He's a bad guy. He's gonna betray you. He's a bad guy.
Yeah.
Some people just have those faces, man.
Yeah.
Where like you can't cast
You're
them as a good
typecast,
guy.
man.
It's
Yeah.
weird.
Yep.
I really want to play the hero in this. You're gonna be the villain.
We got another role for you.
But
We
you'd
got
be
another
so
role.
much better.
Yeah. Why don't you read this one first? But yeah, he is the owner of this. What is it like? Saks. What is it? A tech
Saks
company?
Industry. It's like
A science,
biological.
Yeah.
He
basically
did list the things at one point.
He was
but I
basically
forget.
the umbrella corporation of the Ninja Turtle
Yeah.
world.
Yeah. And he donates a lot of money to
Cops
to
and
cops,
stuff.
Or maybe
and
like
whatnot.
the Iron Man.
And
Yeah.
the backstory
Only
is that originally he worked in a lab with April's dad, and they were trying to make this mutagen that would cure like any disease, basically. Like it just seemed like it was cell. They were talking about cell regeneration.
They were preparing against some chemical attack.
Yeah.
I guess they had to take into account any
I don't
nature.
know. I guess it had to prevent anything. So
the whole story was flimsy, obviously, but
yeah, it really was. So, anyways, they make it and they test it on 4 turtles and a rat. And April is a little girl at this point. She's
who they allow to just wander through
run
the lab.
amok in the lab
with a camera.
Yeah,
with a camera. Yeah, like
forget the camera. Do you let a fucking 6-year-old run around in a high-tech lab in which you're conducting very dangerous experiments on animals?
And let her feed pizza to your test subjects.
Really brings down my opinion of her dad.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say that
he was a bad father.
Was a bad father,
and I'm glad he's dead.
He probably deserved
child
to die.
services should have been called.
She should have been in a fucking foster home.
So, anyways, he's old man O'Neill's letting his daughter run around his lab. And then, for some reason, he finds out that his partner, William Fichtner, the guy that's head of Sachs, is up to no good with this mutagen and wants to use it with the Shredder. Never explains how he knows the Shredder. Oh, no, he does. He was back in Japan.
Yeah. He was born in
He was raised by him. That was it.
It doesn't explain how he found out, but...
Yeah. Anyways... So
that's just what this movie is, though. Or like overall, this is all action. Like they'll squeeze in.
It's not so much a plot hole as it is a huge smoking plot crater.
They'll squeeze in little lines in there during the action or just between more action to try and tell you a little bit about the characters or the plot.
Oh, by the way, you did this, and they start fighting again.
It's a Michael Bay film. I don't know how much of a hand he had in it or whatever, but
he had a huge hand in it.
It seemed like he did. Because...
Anyways, I haven't finished the origin story yet.
I'm sorry. You just reminded me of what I wanted to say about that. And
I apologize.
That's what I have to say.
I apologize for reminding you.
You should apologize. You should always apologize to me.
That's not
I am
true.
your God.
No, it's not
wow.
It should be.
Nope. That'd be horrible.
Actually, yes, it would be.
Yeah. So... he finds out about Sax's plan with the mutagen. He wants to use it with the Shredder and he's up to no good. They never really, I don't know.
Can we talk about that for 1 second? I hate the plot of the rich guy, like obscenely rich guy, wanting to do something evil
to become
more obscenely rich.
Yeah.
There is only a certain point of richness you can reach.
Yeah.
I mean, if you reach $1 billion, guess
crazy.
What? You can buy pretty much anything. I don't know. What else do you want to do?
I don't know.
I don't buy the thing of, obscenely rich guy just wants to be richer. That's your motive?
Absolute power corrupts absolutely.
I got like 2 more minutes.
I hate you.
2 more minutes, motherfuckers. Give me 2 more minutes
of what?
Of explaining the rest of this shit.
Oh my God.
So the fucking father O'Neill finds out about Sax and he ends up burning the lab. This is the part that really freaks me out though. He burns it when his daughter is there. Why was she there?
Back to bad father.
Back to the child services.
People, you're here.
In fact, I think he deserves the award for bad father of the year, possibly the decade.
Yeah.
Not too many just burned down their lab with their daughter around.
Right there.
Yeah.
So what does she do? He tells her like, "Go, I'm burning to death." And she scoops.
That was, you just made that up.
He didn't say that, but that's
say that.
He said it in his eyes.
I didn't even see him look at her in that scene. You're just making shit up entirely. It shows him setting the lab on fire. Shows him setting the lab on fire, right?
Do you understand? I was joking.
Him falling down.
Do you understand that I was just making light of the thing? I was making a joke.
You're misleading people,
I'm
and
not
I'm here to tell them the
people.
truth. And the truth is, I have a giant
I just want to get the end of this stupid ass origin story.
Okay.
So after she scoops them up, she takes them outside and puts them in the sewer and saves.
Because that's the safest place for them.
Yeah, she saves them, and then in the sewer they grow. And Splinter finds a book on ninjutsu and teaches himself. And he teaches
let's talk about that for a second.
How he teaches himself to be a master.
Do you think you can pick up a book of secret
that just happens to be in the sewer?
A book that just happened to be lying in the sewer of the secret ninja arts. Okay? And then you teach it to yourself. And then you become a master of it and you teach it to your 4 mutant ninja turtle children.
No, man, it sounds doable.
I can picture myself doing
That was.
I'm gonna go look in a sewer tonight.
was
I
with
got
a flashlight.
flashlights. I got flashlights, man.
Let's go Ninja Turtle hunting for books.
Let's do it for book. Let's go Ninja Turtle hunting for books.
I have Bruce Lee's Tao of Jeet Kune Do, and I've flipped through it, and I'm nowhere near master yet.
I've thumbed
Maybe
through
I got to thumb
pages.
through it a little bit more.
Don't get me wrong. Like having a rat in a cage, learning from
Despite
a human
despite all my rage.
by watching him practice it, is pretty ridiculous.
Yep.
It is. But this is even more ridiculous. This is like still illustrations with some words, and you can become a ninja master.
but they're numbered though, so I mean, all you have to do is follow the steps.
If I Tinley got
It's
the
like
look.
it's
Don't
like
worry.
color by number, right?
It's like step 1,
I just
do this. Step 2, put your hand in the air.
I'm giving Tinley
Wave it
exactly
like you just don't care.
the look that he deserves.
Well, I mean, I'm saying, if you can't follow numbers, then maybe you shouldn't be a ninja master. Timmy.
Right. Ninja masters also mathematicians.
They have to have some kind of math. There's like geometry with sword swinging.
Are you really defending learning out of a book?
That's how we
Are
all
you
learn.
defending book learning?
That's
This
how
book
we all
learning
learned in life, assholes.
Has
From
been
books.
proven to be useless. Who's learned anything from a book?
Maybe the person that threw the book down there has gotten all he's going to get out of that ninja book. Maybe that was Shredder and threw the book in a sewer.
I would seriously ask how many people have taught themselves martial arts from a book. Like
That's why they kept getting their asses handed to them.
Does Shredder live with Sax? Because like Shredder didn't have
I
like
was really confused about
Shredder
that.
doesn't have like a lair or like a hideout with his gang.
He just stays in the guest room.
Because that's where he was.
She went to Sax, right? And
Yeah.
it showed the compound, the house, and everything.
Yeah.
And then when we go back and we see Shredder and Sax talking to each other, it again shows the compound and then just goes in somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's where they're talking. So Shredder is like Harry Potter under the stairs. He just keeps him somewhere.
Because he's all disfigured.
Yeah,
No one wants
I
to
don't
see
know.
that. He only
I
lets
was
him out in his
confused.
Shredder outfit. He's so ashamed
I was
of
like,
him.
I guess he's a reject, so...
It was weird. It was weird that the Shredder character only existed as like this machine.
I got really excited the first time they showed Shredder and he was just fighting one of his random Foot Clan
that was
members.
awesome. Yeah,
Because I thought it was Master Tetsu.
Oh.
Yeah. He
That
had the
would've been
like
good.
bald head and I was just like, oh, is that Master Tetsu?
Yeah.
That would be awesome. Training that, but instead he just like kills one of his minions and is like, oh, you're all weak.
I like that he headbutts that dude's fist as he tries to punch him in the side of the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. There were
Ow.
some cool moments in this movie. I found like just
Very
like
short moments.
Short. So like like you just wanted to like wait,
Grasp it.
come back. It was so much
Widen
better a
that
second
moment.
ago.
One thing I do like, and it's if you haven't read much of the comics or seen the new show, the chick that looked like she was in Pacific Rim, Karai, she's in. Well, remember the CGI turtles?
Vaguely.
That chick ninja that was like the head of the foot,
Sure.
other than Shredder. Yeah, she was in the movie, which was neat
That
to
was-
see.
that was that girl?
Karai. Yeah, she's in the comics and stuff too.
She got rocked in that
when just
subway
Leo
fight.
just like body checks her, and she's like, "That's a small woman, man."
She was firing a gun at him at the time.
Yeah, I guess that's accurate. But
But
I mean,
it turns out later in the movie that they're bulletproof.
yeah, so it doesn't really matter.
Not
So-
only bulletproof, but basically have the power to eject bullets
Back.
from their body.
Yeah, that was
back
weird.
at the enemy.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
That happened in this movie.
Yeah.
Who was it? Was it Raph?
It was Raph.
Yeah.
Raph got shot in the chest
And
repeatedly.
He just stuck his chest out.
Yeah, stuck his chest
popped them
out,
off
did
like
a like
buttons.
again Herculean cry, and like they popped out like buttons.
Yeah.
Straight back at the enemy. That was it was so realistic. It was unbelievable.
I know we're talking about turtles here, but come on, we like our turtles a certain way, and they didn't.
smaller than humans, being able to be taken out by bullets if need be.
Let's talk about that for a second,
Not
because
made of
at
Kevlar.
the
Yeah, yes.
there's a fight between Raph and the Shredder because the turtles get captured. 3 of the turtles get captured.
Yes.
Mike, Leo, and Donnie all get captured, and they're all chained up. And what And the idea here is actually, I didn't mind this, and it was kind of gruesome, was they were going to drain the turtle's blood because it had mutagen in it.
Yes.
And it was the only source of mutagen left, and Sachs wanted it so bad that he was willing to like drain all their blood and kill them.
Yeah.
That was kind of neat. And then Raph had to come in and...
Wait, was that the point of this? Just them draining their blood for all the mutagen in it. That was kind of neat.
That was kind of
No,
neat.
where are you going?
I was saying that part was kind of cool, but
okay.
the fight with Raph and Shredder.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly can't remember. I went off on a fucking tangent.
Yeah,
I was trying to bring it back
confused.
around.
I was like, what
was
does this
I
have to
talking
I
about?
think you were talking about when he was getting stepped on.
Oh yeah, thank you so much.
Oh.
We were talking about how they were bulletproof, but when he was being stepped on by Shredder, he was his shell, the back.
He mentions that it cracked.
It cracked,
And he said just tape it up.
Yeah, from Shredder just stepping on it. So, what? They can't get
I don't know.
bullets?
You can like you can't shoot bullets through it. You can step on it with a mech suit and crack it.
Well, I mean,
you
I think...
can throw a turtle at like I don't even know what speed into a Humvee shell first
Dent
and
it.
not crack it.
And not crack its shell.
Not dent the Humvee.
And mind
it
you,
fucking wrecked it.
Yeah, it
his
did
shell
wreck
was
it.
already cracked too, so if that's the case, it would have pretty much obliterated
It
the
was
rest of it.
fucking rough.
Yeah,
They
it
threw
was. That
Raph
was. You're right. It
shell
was.
first into the Humvee. I was like,
With a cracked shell already
Yeah.
that's been taped up with
that
duct
should
tape.
have probably.
But I mean,
fell
I guess
off.
like a giant robot stepping on your back is probably a little bit more pressure than a gunshot
Maybe, I guess.
from
but
a handgun.
a 9mm is actually surprisingly I don't know, effective. It's not very effective.
Well, not if you're shooting against something.
not all
that's-
of them have
No,
9mm.
seriously. If someone shoots you in the head with a 9mm gun, even from like 10, 20 feet away, they shoot you in the head, and if it doesn't hit your head directly, your skull directly, odds are it'll bounce off your skull. Yeah.
How badly do you kind of want to test that theory now?
No.
Just so happens.
I was
head to the backyard.
I was looking at arming myself, and I was like, 9 mils, not the way to go.
Why were you... I'm not even going to ask you
Yeah.
why you want to arm yourself.
It's actually surprising how undeadly they are. Is all I'm saying.
That's why I would just always
But
constantly
these guys were
Magnum.
shooting full out assault rifles and stuff at them.
Yes.
If
Yes.
I was to fire a gun at a Ninja Turtle, and it was me, I'd pick like twin Desert Eagles just because it looks cool. Even if it doesn't do anything, you're gonna look stylish. And they'd have to be solid gold Desert Eagles with a nice pearl grip. Yeah,
Well, you get your
Did you
guns.
say that's what you do if you were gonna shoot Ninja Turtles?
yeah. If I was in a pinch and I really had to shoot one, even knowing full well, why wouldn't they shoot them in the head? Shoot them in the head. They had like
See, that's what I was thinking.
SMGs. Shoot them in the head. Their heads don't have shells.
No, they don't.
They didn't even stick their heads inside their bodies
That
once.
was a problem.
Yeah.
That was a problem.
All they had protecting... Maybe Donnie would be hard because he had that weird goggle thing.
If he was lucky, it might have
Yeah.
refracted
I'm
off.
pretty
that.
sure he stole that from Ray from the Ghostbusters.
I fucking
Give
hate
me
that
that.
he wore that shit the whole time. And Raphael had sunglasses just propped on his head the whole time.
And
too.
Mikey had them too, but
Yeah,
didn't.
hanging off his puka shells.
Yeah. Because, he's the party dude.
He is the party dude. They said cowabunga twice in the movie. There was a reference to Arrested Development, Will Arnett's character, because in the new series on Netflix, all they eat throughout the series is Parmesan cheese mixed with mustard on a plate. And when it shows Will Arnett, Vern, in his apartment making a sandwich, he's spreading mustard and Parmesan, and that's it on the sandwich.
It looks
Is
tasty.
he in Arrested Development or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He's like...
Oh, okay.
Like
so
a,
that's
Joe.
why. Just
Yeah.
because he's in Arrested
Yeah, but I
Development.
mean, like, why would you...
I don't know why they would put that in a Ninja Turtles movie, really, but at least there's some link now. I was very
There's a
confused.
link
It's
to
just,
him, but,
it's
like-
just a little Easter egg. It's like in Star Trek, and both of them, where the scene where like ship debris and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's, if you pause it, there's a little R2D2 floating around.
Yeah.
It's just like a little Easter egg. I
Yeah,
can see why they would do that.
That makes
That's
a little
fine.
more sense.
To be honest,
two
yeah.
space movies.
No, but they're
I personally don't really watch Arrested Development, so
I don't watch it either.
didn't even notice it. Didn't even look at what he was making.
Yeah,
to
if
be
Jamie
honest,
didn't tell me, I wouldn't have known.
I was looking at his beautiful face, not what he was making.
I checked out his sandwich. I was hungry.
His chiseled biceps.
Oh God.
What movie did you guys go see?
I was watching one in my head.
I bet.
So you mean Internal Affairs was in on it the whole time?
Nice.
But speaking of references, they did include a couple for the old Ninja Turtles fans.
Yeah,
That was nice. A little nod, a tiny
appreciated.
nod. But one of them was when Leonardo cuts up the pizza in midair and all the pizza slices fall on the plates except for Splinters, which falls straight on his head.
Yeah, just like in the first movie.
That was nice. I appreciated that. And then there was another one that I noticed. There might be more, but another one I noticed was they had Shredder actually say in Japanese or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you're
Tonight
talking
I'll
about.
dine on turtle soup.
Yeah, that was
pretty
nice.
sweet.
That was nice.
What? That's from the first, the first video game, isn't it?
Well, and the cartoon.
And the cartoon.
Oh, I didn't know he said it in the cartoon. I remembered it from the game.
As stupid as Megan Fox was, they gave her like the little yellow jacket and like homage to her April's like yellow. I guess it would be a jumpsuit.
I'm not even counting that.
No.
To be honest.
You know, I noticed it. It wasn't much, but I noticed it.
It was even less in the first movie, but I like how tastefully they did it, as in they didn't make her wear it the whole movie.
Oh, yeah,
because
it
that wouldn't
wasn't.
even
Yeah,
make
yeah.
sense.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was just right at the beginning. She was wearing a yellow rain jacket because it was rainy out. But that was it. That was the.
There's some more references when they hacked into April's computer. You could hear the original cartoon song coming through.
Oh yeah, sorry, I did miss that.
And then at the very end, when they have the turtle van, at the very fucking end, they have the turtle van.
That's the worst looking turtle van, though. That doesn't look like
it didn't.
It was
It
more
wa-
of a Humvee.
I guess so.
It was too small to me to be the turtle van.
especially
personally.
if they're that big.
Well, yeah, they're almost 7-foot giants.
Yeah.
So
But when he hits the horn on it, it plays the yeah, which was it. Like there's nods and there's nice little things.
Even the
but
fact
it's
that they
just-
added Vern,
yeah,
because he.
and Whoopi Goldberg for like a minute.
Well, I don't even know why she was in it.
that was
'Cause you
so
know how,
unnecessary.
Because you know how Whoopi Goldberg was in the first Ninja Turtles movie in the cartoon.
Yeah, not that I really have anything against Whoopi Goldberg, but
I
that's
don't
what I
mind
asked
Whoopi.
myself. No, but what I asked myself is, why is she here?
Yeah,
She's like,
they
I
have-
want to be in this movie.
She added nothing to the movie.
No.
Well, the character
Other than
added
being like,
nothing
whoa,
to the movie.
Whoopi Goldberg. And it shouldn't. It's just a station manager.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It could be anyone. Why Whoopi Goldberg?
At least in Man of Steel, like, because you know how Lawrence Fishburne played Perry White?
yeah.
That was random, but at least he had a vital role. He was the editor of a paper. Kind of off topic. I think it's just because they're two black dudes in a movie.
And another really bad movie, which I don't even want to talk about.
I like Man of Steel, but we'll leave that for another day.
No,
I haven't seen it, so.
don't bother.
Wow. Strong words.
Really bad. But anyways, I don't know. Yeah, the movie just sort of ended with them blowing up a bit of a bridge by accident.
They blew up Vern's car.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. See, I didn't even give a
bridge.
I
Were
didn't
you
even give a
watching
fuck.
the movie anymore? At
I
that
was
point?
by the end of it I was just like, oh, I don't even care. Like just whatever they're doing. Like it didn't even really feel like an
Leave
ending
me
to
out
the
of
movie.
it.
You know how after the first one crushes Shredder
Yeah.
it just felt like
Whoops.
yeah.
That
Just-
music's like constantly through the first movie.
It just felt like an end. This one was just it seemed like a Michael Bay movie.
Did Shredder die? Because he moved his hand at the end.
Yeah, but then it just sort of laid there. I don't know.
Well, that doesn't
And
mean
then there were
jack-
so many people around. How did he get away?
Well, if he did get up again, none of those people would have been able to stop him in his giant mech suit.
You
Yeah,
think
why
he
did
would
he
have
just-
survived that fall though? He's a crane
In a giant mech
Yeah,
suit,
man,
yes,
it's all-
he should have survived that fall.
Yeah, he should have just walked.
In fact,
Whoops.
why any blow to his giant mech suit by a kick or a punch would have affected him at all, I'm not sure.
Unless,
that's
well,
true.
not from like puny humans, not from a jacked up super turtle, maybe.
Even the super turtles, like, yeah, maybe that stung a bit, but it's not even, that's not damage. You're not hurting him.
No.
When you kick someone through like steel, it's just not hurting them.
Yeah. And were you guys distracted at all by Johnny Knoxville doing the voice of
I actually didn't mind him that much.
Yeah, he wasn't bad. It's at first I had to get the image of him out of my head because it really sounded
This
like
is
him at
Leonardo.
See, I didn't have
Jackass.
that. I didn't have that problem because I'm not a Johnny Knoxville fan, so I didn't even really know his voice.
I thought it was. I
Can't
thought it was
picture
neat.
him in my head.
I didn't mind it. I don't mind Johnny Knoxville. He doesn't bug me at all.
Wasn't Tony Shalhoub the voice of Splinter?
Jackass bugs me.
Who's that guy again?
Monk.
Yes, he was. Yeah, Chantel of all, my wife told me that of all people. How do you know that? It's like, oh, I IMDb'd it. It's like, oh, good on you, babe.
I read movie websites.
Yeah, I didn't know.
It was all right. I don't know some of their voices. I don't know.
Michelangelo sounded a lot like Jonah Hill. I found.
No, I couldn't pinpoint.
I don't think it was him, but it sounded a little bit like him. I'm probably way off. Like way off.
Yeah, and Donatello was Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
Is that what he is in your dreams?
No, Donatello is just Donatello in my dreams.
Oh.
With
with his thick rod, though.
With the physique of a young Channing Tatum.
No, Channing's there watching.
Raphael was voiced by Danny McBride.
He's watching, and Raphael's giving Channing a back rub.
With his 3 fingers. Satisfying.
Yeah, that just went too far for me.
So I don't know. It definitely wasn't worse than the third movie. If I had to choose between watching the new one and the third one, I would.
What I can say for certain is it was not a good movie.
No,
I would not say it's a good movie.
No, it's
for me. And again, if you have kids, like, my kid's gonna see this movie at some point, but I made sure that he has seen the originals first. So if you're gonna take your kid to see it, make sure you're not taking him to this bastardized, puffed up, fucking toothpaste commercial. And
absolutely agreed. That said,
make them watch the cartoon. Make them watch the movies first. Like this,
you make them.
You make them.
You fucking tie them to the chair if you have to.
And again, like
you strap them to the TV.
If you're gonna take when they're redoing stuff, like another movie, the new Star Wars movie, which might be awesome, might not be. But make them watch the original trilogy before you make them watch the prequel or this new one.
Right.
You watched it. It goes
that being
4, 5,
said,
6, 1, 2, 3, and then go see 7. That's how that's going to work.
That being said, I am sure that like every kid under 10 will like the movie.
Yes.
It's fluff. It'll do. It's action. It's giant Ninja Turtles fighting bad guys. So,
with one fart joke.
Yeah.
And that's surprising because it's a Nickelodeon film.
What? Like
no green slime.
Yeah. No, there is the mutagen.
All right, I tried for as long as possible. I have to pee now.
Okay, I guess we're done. The movie wasn't that good. Terry's got to pee.
My apologies for ending that
That's
early.
the podcast for this week. And
sounds like a cigarette burn.
No, that was me.
It sizzles on my skin.